Hello everyone, this is Cattlefield 3, and today I'm going to be showing you how to download and install the application I have here on the right. This is Mumble, and the server I'm connected to is called Sauerkraft, and here's all the information that you need to know. Yeah, if you want to connect to this server for the clan battles or for scrims and stuff like that, I'll have the address and the port in the description. What you don't need to know is the label or the username, because those can be customized to whatever you want. So I've set my username as Ray, but I could just change that to Cattlefield 3, and I think you can understand that because you're a bunch of intelligent people. Anyways, on the left here, as you can see, we have the Mumble web page. This is mumble.sourceforge.net. It looks like Wikipedia, but you don't really need to worry about anything. All you need to do is go to the Get Mumble, so that's just going to be in the top left here. And you choose a version which is available for you. So they have official versions for Windows, Mac OS X, Linux, your iOS device, including iPhones, stuff like that. You can get the servers, but what they don't have an official version for is the Android one, and sadly that one is someone else has made their own version, and that one is only push to talk, and it doesn't do what I like the most, which is signal to input ratio type thing. But anyways, you choose whichever version you want to download. So I always choose static download, and since I'm on a Mac, I'm obviously going to choose the Mac download. I've already downloaded the file, and since last time it took a while for it to start for me, I'm not going to bother showing you guys that. But anyways, the drop down list will appear, and yeah, like this, your download should start. And yeah, so this is where I've already downloaded it to. It's on my desktop, and for me it's a DMG file. I'm not too sure what it's like on the Windows, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be very similar. You're gonna have some sort of zip file, something like that, with all of the programs inside. So let's just open this up. Right, this thing will open for me, and you'll see that there's Mumble and Mumble 11x. Now, essentially, these programs are both the same, except that Mumble has a little more features. It looks a bit. I personally prefer the layout, and Mumble 11x is just an older version of it. I think there's also a README, and Murmur just means this is the server that Mumble runs on. So we don't need to worry about that because we already have the server. So all you have to do is you have to drag in Mumble to applications, if you're on a Mac, obviously. But for Windows, you should just be able to start it up and it'll be fine. Anyways, what you really need to do now is when you first start it up, you might have to do this automatically, but you go to Configure, you go to Audio Wizard, so that's here, Audio Wizards, and you click Continue, and now you choose which device you want to use as your microphone. So for me, I have the Blue Snowball, and there's a bunch of things you can use, like your built-in one, but you don't really need to worry about that. Just choose one that you want to use. Now for your output device, I chose my headset, which is just a wired headset. So if you're using a headset, make sure you have enabled positional audio, because that can be quite useful. So now this is the audio tuning thing. So this just changes what ping you'd like to hear, so that's not too bad. Now this is the important part. You adjust your speech so that when you stay quiet, the blue bar, all you can see is the blue bar and there's no green, and you want the speech to go quite high into the green, but not too high. So I have to put it quite low. So yeah, sometimes I just put it like there. So this should be fine. Now this is what I like to use. This is signal to the noise ratio. You can also do push to talk. So when you press shift, it'll start speaking, but when you don't have it on, you're just gonna stay quiet. There's also raw amplitude input, which is how loud it is. So if I speak really loudly, it might work. I don't know about that. So yeah, that one's a bit trickier to set up, I think. So I like using signal to noise ratio. So I put that quite high up in there. Next, you just click next, and just make sure you have balance checked. You don't want to have low or high, because that high will take up your bandwidth and low will just sound really poor. So one thing you really want to have checked is that you disable text to speech and use sounds instead. If you use it, that is probably the most annoying thing. So if someone were to type a message into Mumble, then you'll hear the person say, "So and so has messaged you on Mumble," and that just gets really annoying. So once again, here we have this, which just lets you make sure that your surround sound thing is working, and then you should be done. So now, as you can see, I'm in the server and it's working and everything. You can type a chat message here, and if we're doing a 4v4 match, what you want to do is this. I'm in the root section here, but if I double click this where it says new server IP and description, that will bring me into this channel. So everyone who's in the root channel can't hear me, and only people in this channel can hear me. And you can know which channel you're in if there is a green tip on that sort of thing. That sounds pretty funny, but yeah, you can see that. So anyways, I hope that helped you guys set up your Mumble. If you want to, I'll just leave the iOS, the Android store and the App Store link in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching, and good gaming, Echo.